What if I told you the biggest energy company in America, once worth $70 billion, was actually one of the biggest corporate frauds in history? This is the rise and catastrophic fall of Enron. A story of unchecked greed, deception, and a handful of executives who walked away filthy rich while thousands lost everything. And here's the wildest part. Enron is trying to come back. Enron was founded in 1985 by Kenneth Lay, who saw an opportunity to deregulate the energy industry. By 1990s, Enron wasn't just an energy company. It was a Wall Street beast, trading natural gas, electricity, even broadband, and weather derivatives. Investors couldn't get enough. Enron stock soared over 1,700% in just a few years. At its peak, the company was ranked number 7 on the Fortune 500 and was hailed as America's most innovative company. But behind the scenes, it was all fake. Enter Jeffrey Skilling, the CEO who engineered the fraud. Skilling introduced mark-to-market accounting, a loophole that let Enron count future profits as if they were already made. Think about that. If Enron signed a 10-year deal, they could claim all 10 years of revenue up front. Even if the deal was a failure, the books still showed profits. And then there was Andrew Fastow, the CFO who took things even further. He created hundreds of fake companies, shell entities that Enron used to hide billions in debt. Investors saw record profits, while in reality, Enron was bleeding money. This wasn't just financial trickery, it was outright fraud. These are the key players, the ones that got away and the ones who didn't. Kenneth Lay, the visionary who lied to everyone. Kenneth Lay sold the dream, telling employees and investors to keep buying Enron stock, while secretly dumping his own shares. He cashed out over $300 million before the collapse. But before he could be sentenced, he died of a heart attack in 2006. Some say stress killed him, others believe he escaped justice just in time. Jeffrey Skilling, the mastermind who actually walked away free. Skilling knew exactly what he was doing and played dumb when it all collapsed. He was sentenced to 24 years in prison, but here's the kicker. He got out in 12 and is now back in the energy business. Andrew Fastow, the guy who cooked the books. Fastow was the real architect of the fraud, but he turned on everyone. He flipped, took a plea deal, and served just 5 years in prison. And today, he gives corporate ethics lectures. No, seriously, the guy who created $1 billion fraud now teaches businesses how to be ethical. Wild. Lou Pai, the exec who cashed out and vanished. Then there's Lou Pai, maybe the biggest winner of them all. Pai saw the collapse coming, sold $250 million in stock, divorced his wife, married a stripper, and disappeared into a life of luxury. The guy literally pulled off the perfect heist and never faced a single charge. Not everyone got away. J. Clifford Baxton, once a top Enron executive, had serious doubts about what was happening. He tried to speak out, but it was too late. In 2002, he was found dead in his car, a suicide note beside him, apologizing for his role in the fraud. One person tried to stop it, Sharon Watkins, a VP at Enron. She warned executives about the fraud, but they ignored her. The truth only came out when journalists and investigators dug deeper. By then, it was too late. The house of cards finally fell when a single article in Fortune magazine by Bethany McLean asked a simple question: is Enron overpriced? That was the spark. Investigation started. Enron executives scrambled to cover up their mess, but by December 2001, it was over. Enron filed for bankruptcy. Over 20,000 employees lost their jobs. Investors lost $74 billion. And Arthur Andersen, Enron's accounting firm, collapsed because they were helping cover up the fraud. Enron was supposed to be the wake-up call that stopped corporate fraud. But guess what? It keeps happening. We saw it again with Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme. We saw it with the 2008 financial crisis, where big banks pulled the same tricks Enron did. Crypto collapses like FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried feel eerily similar. And here's the craziest part. Enron is back. In December 2024, Connor Gatos, a former meme culture entrepreneur, revived the Enron brand and claimed it was launching a nuclear energy business. Some think it's a joke, others believe it's a real attempt at revival. Either way, the Enron name refuses to die.